Traders Brian here with A+ Setups. I hope everyone had a really good week of trading. It is Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, and I just wanted to spend a few moments and kind of highlight some of our two of our setups that we use on a daily basis. Of course, we have several setups in the room that have high win rates. I kind of use those statistics to shape and focus me on what setups I need to trade, throughout the day. So currently, I intraday trade with the Nasdaq and the S&P futures with the Jiggle setup, and then for all my swing trading, I use the bottom picker, which is something I've used for over 10 plus years. So let's go over some of those right now. Get right into it. Okay, so what you see here, the screen, this is my bottom picker setup. I have for swing trading options on stocks, and I trade options on futures contracts as well. I have primarily a daily, a 4-hour, and a 1-hour chart setup. So that's kind of my layout there. My market analyzers just gives me a quick view of what I'm looking for. But basically, I'm just going to go down the list here just to show you. Now, I don't need to watch 100 different stocks. I only typically trade, 5 to 7. I'm really watching at any one time, and you get plenty of signals for swing trading. So, I only need I'm trading a lot every day, but I really only need 3 good option trades, for the month. So, let's just go through this. All right, first on up is Apple. So this is, I'll just call these out as I see them. We have a bullish daily, a bullish 4-hour, and a bottom picker signal here. Could have gotten an entry Friday, in the GHL bars as soon as they turned green. That was the entry signal there for Apple. I did not take a position on this. Meta, same thing, beautiful daily into the momentum line there. We're still up here, and we have a really nice 1-hour bottom picker. You could have gotten in here on the green, could have gotten in there on the green. Again, I'm looking for base hits in my options, either straight calls or vertical spreads, and I'll get out between 25 and 35%, especially if I get quick moves within a couple hours or a day or two. It's a good trade. Let's move on to something else. Wait for another setup. Google up, bottom picker there. So it's really all you need to look at. This is really super simple. The analysis doesn't require me. I don't need to look at anything else. I don't need to listen to anybody else. This is my analysis here. It just happens as quick as you see this. And I did take a trade on Tesla. I called this out last week. I said we're bullish here, we're bullish back there, and I got in here in this little cluster after the market opened. Got a nice run up into Friday. I usually shut down shop early on Friday, so I wasn't tracking the price action here. So more than likely, I will take Tesla off Monday going into the open unless we have a really bad opening. So that was a trade we had. Netflix, nothing on Netflix. Nvidia, bullish, bottom picker. Bottom picker is when the white's under the red and you get the green alert right there. It tells you that, hey, watch for the green GHL bars and just go ahead and get the trade on. That's all there is to it. I'm looking for a bullish higher time frame, a second higher time frame. This is the 4-hour to be in a bullish configuration, and I'm just looking for a bottom picker signal on the 1-hour, and then I take the trade. AMD, pretty much the same thing. You see this playing out. They all had bottom picker signals when the higher time frame were moving up. So I did take a trade on Palantir. We got in somewhere right about here. Yeah, it was right when the green flipped back in this area on Palantir. So that's kind of where we entered there. We're just slightly, I think, slightly below water as of the close on Friday. I have to look again at my thing, but we're close on that one. I do want to show you booking though. This is one that's not what I was showing you back here, like on Tesla and all the others. These are what I call my technique 2 bottom picker setups, where the daily is bullish, the 4 hour is bullish, and I get the bottom picker on the 1 hour time frame. That's my technique 2. Booking was technique 1, where we have a daily, a 4 hour, and you can just get in. This is one that I'm kicking myself on because I actually called this out. I said I'm looking to get in on Tesla, Palantir, and Booking, and I got sidetracked and just never got into Booking. And you know, I announced these on in our Twitter X account, but yeah, I just never ever. That last when I did look at Booking, we were up here, and I was like, boy, I missed that. Last time I looked, I was down here, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the green up bars, and then I just got sidetracked and just completely forgot about it. But anyway, you see the logic here. This was a technique 1, higher, and the next lower time frame. And then if you miss it, like I did, I missed the second entry right here. We're green. We're coming out of this technique 1. But look, we get red and then back to green again. That was the re-entry right there on those. And, you know, I got to give myself an F on this one because I missed the entry twice on that. And these are easy trades. Okay, no reason to miss those. Now, I'm not trading these large. This is not the environment that I like to trade large size in. So these are just really small trades for me. We'll start sizing up if we get a pullback, you know, into the fall here. So we'll see. So that's it on the bottom picker. That's how quick the analysis goes. It's super, super fast. Now let's switch over and take a look at let me kill this connection here, and let's go over to our day trading setup where we're trading futures. All right, there we go. So just to show you how the setups work and everything, this is the Jiggle. Let's go, where am I looking for here? There we go. Let's just turn this on and just show you some of the trades that we took. This is the demo account. I'm going to open this up right here. Of course, I have multiple personal accounts and prop firm accounts that I'm trading, but I also take these trade setups in the demo account just to demonstrate the actual trade setups. So let's go back to the start. Yeah, here we go. All right, so this is a very high probability trade that I take every morning, and that's between 9:30 and 9:40. Very high win rate, higher than the raw signal itself. I'm busy gathering stats on this, so I don't have the absolute, but the Jiggle itself, that's what you're looking at. This is our NinjaTrader template. It's greater than it's like 81, 82% win rate. And the first trade out of the gate has a higher win rate than that. So I am constantly focused on multiple accounts right out of the gate. Here we take it. You see I got 2 contracts on. It shows entry there. We're entered at the close of this bar, and you know I've got two take profits up here on both the contracts. So both of those were hit there. We take this trade. We get both of them off. I didn't take the third. There was news here. I didn't take any of those, but you can see the structure is just absolutely, Jiggle is catching all those. What is the Jiggle? Well, we have the green alert bars for bullish setups. So when you see the green, you're just looking for the up close. When you see the red, you're looking for the down close. And you know, we've got the softwares telling us when those closes occur. Now, you don't need, all you're looking for is you're anticipating the close down. You're anticipating the close up. So I've got buy stops right there, sell stops right there when I'm trading. I didn't take those trades there. I think there were some personal accounts where I took those. But you can see here the Jiggle is just absolutely crushing it right there. I took this trade. We didn't get stopped out. Our stop's down here. And then I just re-entered my second unit. So we had a total of 4 contracts on right there in that trade. And worked out perfectly. We got our last units out right up there before she creamed. You think that's luck? No, it's just stats. I've got statistics that shape our ATM. That's why I take profits. That's why I enter, have stops, and take profits along the way. Here's one other one. We took this first bullish Jiggle. I didn't take any of the bearish, but we took this one, and you know, the entry, it says we entered right here. We actually entered right there. The markings for some of these are just, they're just off the mark. Prices are right, but the mark's wrong. I took a break even on that one contract, and then we got the second one off, you know, at our take profit there. So that was the last trade. We were like 4 for 4 on Friday. It's like the second or third day last week. We had 4 out of 4 trades, but you can see these things are just firing left and right. Jiggle is a very powerful, that was a loser right there. Jiggle is a very, very powerful, simple, elegant setup that has just worked. I've been watching it, trading it, capturing stats on it for almost 3 years now. So beautiful trade there, beautiful trade there. Loser going into the close for Friday. So anyway, this is a look at our Jiggle setup. We have lots of features built into this. You can, if you want to see when the Jiggle is aligned with a long-term momentum, the Williams percent R, the 108 EMA, we have selectors where you can just select, and it will show you when those alignments occur. Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to highlight two of our products that I use every day, multiple times. I trade across multiple assets with this. We started day trading stocks last week. I did. I use the Kinetic real-time data feed, which lets me convert the time-based bars into Ninjarenko bars. So we did. I did several trades in NVIDIA last week and 1 or 2 in Palantir. I think 2 trades in Palantir last week. So I'm just trying to work into my day trading setup on stocks. Of course, I also trade ES futures as well, scalping in those using the Jiggle. The Jiggle just works on everything. All right, that's all I have for the update. If you have any questions about anything, you know, I've got links down below. Just queue those up. Go to our website. Take a look at us on Twitter X. I try to post things there. Come into the public Discord. Again, I post stuff in there that tells a little bit more about our setups and everything. So anyway, hey, good luck with your trading, and looking forward to next week. This is Brian signing off.